Hello, I'm Ron Nutter, and welcome to another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. This time, we're going to be in part 7 of the holiday gift guide, and this one is going to be very useful, especially if you've got one of the newer smartphones, such as the iPhone 8 or newer, the Galaxy S8 series or later, or the Note 8, and that's because this supports something called fast charging. And even better than fast charging is the fact you can say, look, Ma, no wires. And let me explain. We all know that, and where did I put my phone? Well, my phone's my phone's right in front of me. We all know about having to plug in to the bottom there. And I actually had one of my smartphones I thought had failed on me because I plugged in a cable. It wouldn't take a charge. Another smartphone didn't even acknowledge the cable was plugged in, was ready to have the port replaced, and that's when I found out there was like some lint had got up in there, but it wasn't lint that I could see even with a decent flashlight. So this is where having the wireless charging really can make a difference. And all it is something as simple like this from the folks at Anker. Anker is not a sponsor. I know I've been talking a lot about their products. And hey, Anker, if you're listening, would love to talk to you about working with some more of your products. But this is the wireless charging pad. And it literally just sits on a flat surface like that. It comes with I thought I brought the cable in here, and apparently I didn't. Anyway, takes the standard microwave to USB cable, and then you get a companion charger like this. Now, this is a separately purchased item. And this one, if you look on the bottom, it says Power Port Plus One with Quick Charge 3.0. Now, while you probably can take almost any charger and work with this one, I wanted to specifically make sure that it would leverage the quick charge functionality, and that's something unique to Samsung. So if you don't have a Samsung, it may not be as important, but I wanted to make sure I had something that could feed plenty of power to the wireless charging pad. And you at least, now I've got an S9 Plus. I didn't have to do anything to it for this to work. Just simply this laid, as I dropped this, as I laid this on a flat surface, just laid the phone on top, and it started charging. Now, what you'll want to make sure you do is it needs to be centered, and get my hands out of the way. It needs to be centered on the pad. If it's off like one side of this, it's not going to charge. It needs to be right over the top of the pad, which a time or two, and you shouldn't have any problems with that. Now, these are very inexpensive items. This was $10, and when I got this, it was less than $15. So you're talking about something that's not that expensive. This does come with the required cable to plug into this, and I do have another Anker charger that you've seen, but on the other hand, I want to make sure that this one had let me look here on the bottom again, the quick charge function. And that, I don't think the other one did. The other one just had the IQ, which this one has IQ on it, but it also has the Q3 logo up top. Let's see if you can, no, you really can't. There you go. Yeah, the Q3 logo is up top, and the IQ said it probably would have done okay, but with the Q3, the quick charge, then it was better. There are links for everything for this in the video description, or if you're listening to the podcast, in the show notes. Now, if you haven't ordered much from Amazon before, and even if you had, I've also got a link in there for you to get a 30-day free trial of Amazon Prime, and especially going into the holiday shipping season, which is what we're flat dab in the middle of right now. This is going to help you get it that much sooner, and you may find that you like it. Again, it costs you nothing to try it, and there's other advantages to just the shipping. You've got, with Amazon Prime, you've got all the streaming video, so if you've got an Amazon Fire device, anyway, you'll figure that out soon enough. Not a problem there. But this really, I've been using this for several days, been very pleased with this. This doesn't get warm at all. Very compact. Same thing for the charger. And this, just like the other Anker chargers, the prongs fold right into the base. So it's very easy to take with you. Now, as you get more and more smart devices, you're going to need to have some sort of cable management. Now, this is one I've had for a while, and as you can see, that I've got quite a few cables in it, but there's even others where you have room for the charger. And if you look around enough, you'll probably even find one that will take this, or at least allow you to put this inside the cable management bag once you've got everything all zipped up. So all things to have. So if you've got anybody who's got an iPhone 8 or later, Samsung S8 or later, or the Note 8 or later, they'll be able to use the rapid charge feature. Now, something to keep in mind, and unfortunately I've never been able to find the heavier cases for the S9 Plus that I like to use, but the case I've got here on the back, I was able to put right on the wireless charger and it worked just fine. One of the big reasons I like this is I don't have to plug the cable, because I was plugging a cable in and out several times a day, because a lot of times I will get through not quite half the day and it will be down at 50% charge. I don't like to run it any less than that. Now, the downside is I've already had one cable fail on me. Didn't see anything wrong, but it simply would not charge at the higher rates. So with the wireless charging plate, phone, and then really you can't have it any better than that. So that's, if you've got those three series of phones, you're fine. If you don't, then unfortunately wireless charging is really not going to help you. But again, I've got the links for all this in the video description or the show notes, depending on how you're getting this information. And there's also a link in there for a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime. And if you keep it, but nothing else through the holiday season, I think you'll see how handy it is, because even if it's running late, they tell you where it is. And I like it, at least on Amazon Logistics Shipping, and UPS now seems to have adopted. I haven't found it FedEx yet, although I haven't had that many shipments come in FedEx through Amazon Prime. When it gets within like about 10 stops of you, you can actually see where it is. And if you want to have some fun, I don't think a lot of the drivers know this capability is there. I've been out front waiting for them, and they'll go, "You were expecting a package?" I said, "Yeah, I've been watching you for the last 10 stops." And just the look on their face, that apparently they don't tell them this kind of tracking technology is there. I'm just trying to do something nice for the driver so they don't have to get out of the vehicle, come up to the front of the house. I can just take the package right from them while they're in the truck, and then go on to their next stop. Anyway, I digress, but I've done it several times, and the look on the driver's face is priceless, especially if they've got a helper who may not know even less than they do. But really, wireless charging, if you've got a phone that will do it, it's a very affordable gift, very reasonable gift for just these two pieces to get it working. And then either for yourself or for a friend or a family member, you can do something very nice for them without a whole lot of money. So this is going to be one of the shorter videos. I've got some more in the works. So thank you for watching all these videos. I'll have links to the other videos in this series. So if this one wasn't what you were looking for, I've got some of the others, and hopefully we'll be able to help you find something. And these are all things that I've bought myself. None of this has been sent to me that I've been showing you. So I've literally put my money where my mouth is. So have a happy holiday season. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed so far, please consider doing so, and then make sure you click the notifications icon to get notified anytime I put a new video up. If you do use one of the affiliate links, I do get a small commission on that, but it doesn't change what you pay, and it does help go to offset some of the costs of buying things for the channel as I've been upgrading equipment. So thank you very much for your time. And here is a screen that will have other videos that I've done in the series and some of my smart home videos. So enjoy. And if you have something that you're looking for information on and haven't seen it, let me know, and I'll be happy to do what I can. Thank you for your time, and see you again soon.